Hey you guys, got a rainy day here in southeast Alaska, and part of one thing in southeast Alaska, guys, we don't see much ice, but you can see those big poles. Normally there's a docking system that goes in there, but a lot of places will pull them out. Check it out, there's a harbor seal right there, probably getting himself a crab breakfast. Anyway, they pull. What you have to do, guys, you have to wait till the tide is high, and then there's like a U bracket that goes over these poles that holds the docks on there. So when the tide comes high, you just undo the bracket and pull the dock system out, and then you take it into a protected cove where you can store it where the ice and the current isn't going to rip your dock apart. And lots of work, guys. Check this out, you guys. You ever seen so many fishing rods in your life that wasn't in a sporting goods store? So another thing you got to do, guys, you want to go through all of your rods and reels. And one thing that goes bad on these, guys, if you have a rod and you fish with it all year, normally like the top about 5 feet, so from the top of your rod to your reel, your line will get abrasions on it. It'll get rotted because it's been exposed and it's not on the spool. So a lot of times what you got to do, guys, every year is I would break this line off about 6 to 10 feet of it. And then kind of my rule of thumb, guys, is I'll look at the reel like this and I'll think, well, that reel will hold a bunch more. So I do what's called the one finger rule. So I'll take my finger, put it on there like that. And if that line is lower than that finger to the side of the reel, then a lot of times I will strip all this line off and fill it with brand new line so that you have a full spool line. Because a lot of times you'll break a fish off or your line will break. So this reel here, if you broke off 2 or 3 times, you're going to end up with no fishing line on it. And you might not be fishing the rest of the day. So lots of stuff you got to think about, guys, especially when you're out fishing and you've got conditions like the dock with the ice and the currents. And the current comes ripping in here, guys. You get a 20-foot tide and it clears out of here in a few hours, and it's almost like you can actually see, I can see the current moving right now. The tide's going out, but it's not real visible to the eye. If you put a little toy boat or a little something out there that was floating, you could actually see it moving, going out. And then as the tide channelizes out on the outlet where it goes, dumps into more of the open ocean, it's almost like a river out there, guys. Your water is moving several knots an hour, several miles an hour on top of that. So anyway, guys, kind of neat, but that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing the old one finger rule on as many of these rods as I can get cranked out, and then I will put a little oil on them, and some of them, if they'll take a little grease, put a little grease on them. And then it's nice to leave them all ready to go. So you'll put what's called a swivel on it, guys. So I'll tie one of these on all the rods so they're ready to use. And anyway, guys, that's what I'm up to today. And I got that pile and another pile right over there. So anyway, you guys have an awesome day. Send you a great big huge smile from down here in the fishing shed down on the inside passage of Alaska. Okay, see you guys. Bye.